Hello, welcome to the next video. Today we're gonna talk about Undead and Lich first. We're gonna play against an Undead who's playing Lich first with fast expansion, and I'm gonna show you how to beat them. Okay, we play on Shallow Grave. I'm gonna show you how I play against Lich on Shallow Grave. First of all, creep root, right? That's the first thing we should talk about. On Shallow Grave, for example, it's also possible to go for the mercenary camp. And what I realized is that when I'm going for the mercenary camp, it delays my expansion. So he get a timing on my expansion. He will go for the expansion straight, then come over, trying to harass me, and then I'm gonna try to defend it. He will go for my archmage, nova him, stuff like that. So we go for a expansion right away. I played against him before, so that means I'm adapting. I know he's gonna play Lich, so I don't scout. And if you don't scout, you creep faster, of course, because one more footman to creep with is a bit faster, right? So let's go. I'm gonna creep this with 5 militia. I will go for an expansion right away. Why? I know he's coming after he grabbed this, and I know I'm faster than him. So I think I will creep this. So I'm near level 3. I'm 2.5 right now on experience level. As you see, he went for a Nova right away. What I did bad in this game, I pulled too late, right? I pulled those militia too late. You should pull them much earlier. That's what I see right now. That would have been better, so I can defend this. That's very important. Okay? So you want to make sure that your archmage won't get too much damage. You see him going for a lot of Nova. I'm doing a bit of a mistake, getting too much damage on my archmage. So it's not that easy to play that, because always to make sure that the archmage isn't out of the game, but also doesn't get too much damage from this Lich guy here. So he killed some peasants. That's fine. You need to be aware of that. He will kill some of your peasants because he has a Lich. So it will happen. I get boots right away. That's important because sometimes you can just kill this Lich by running him off. He has no TP, not even finishing his expansion right now. So I have a bit of an advantage, but not a lot, because you can see when you watch your replay, if you play against Lich, whatever, undead, you can see if you're ahead when you watch how fast your opponent is attacking. Okay, so he's attacking now. I'm attacking like the same, so I'm a bit ahead, but not that much. All right, so always be careful. All right, with your archmage. If you play archmage, then it's very important. Don't overcommit, but try to be in range to attack the Lich. If he's hitting you and running you down, make sure you survive. If you lose your archmage, this game is very tough. All right, so then in the beginning, try to be more passively, and then try to make more aggression, so you learn how to move your archmage so you won't lose him. All right? Nice. So we get into the mid game. He tries to make a lot of damage here, but he doesn't do a lot of damage, which is good. I need level 3 right now. That's what I think didn't do quite well, because I need to finish this to get level 3 Archmage, which is a very important level in this matchup. So, alright, he's going more on crypts, so he will go for a lot of fiends, right? So what I like to do, and this is also a timing you need to know. If you decide to be the one who defends, you got a timing on your opponent, especially if you play against undead. What timing is it? It is a timing where he has no necropole, right? So that means I'm a bit late, all right? So it's not that strong like I'm doing it right now, but it's always good to kill acolytes because it feels fine. Nice. But You go for the Acolytes, and if he has no Necropole, it's so nice because if he's half on tech, imagine I would have defend a bit better, have a better timing, and then repush and get his Acolytes. Then he has no income through his expansion because he needs to wait till his tech is done. If he's canceling his tech, he's very far behind. So that's a good timing. Always remember, it's not that bad if your opponent rushes you and tries to kill some peasants. If you're able to get level 3 or able to kill some ghouls, it's very good. Because then you're able to defend your expansion and then go through here, those cigarettes, and to the Acolytes and kill some. That's very strong. We want to make sure that we delay him. So I'm TPing right now. I killed, I think, 2 Acolytes. My timing was bad. He's getting Acolytes right after that, but killing Acolytes is always good. Trying to get him to invest gold in Acolytes instead of units or upgrades, right? So let's see how it's going here. All right. I grabbed this immediately. That was very strong because I decided to creep this, right? So when he went here, now he has no creeps here left. So always try to steal your opponent's creep. You want to control the map. So when I'm creeping here and there, I can go over here and there. But if I creep here and there, and he gets those creeps, he has much more left than me. So we want to make sure that you get a lot of creeps, high level on your heroes, so you can go to the mid-late game, all right? What I like to do is to prepare for the late game, and I do that by building 2 workshops, 1 Sanctum and 1 Griffin Aviary. Why? Those 2 workshops can drop tanks if you want. Makes sense sometimes when you get a Zeppelin. I think I will do it here. Gyros, so you're very flexible and reacting to your opponent. The Sanctums, or 1 Sanctum, is very strong because you get spare breakers out of that, so he won't be able to counter your army with Banshees. And Griffin Aviary, you can build Griffins against Abos, or sometimes against Fiends. It's also good when you got a huge amount of Griffins. So what I'm doing here is like I'm focusing on getting a good amount of experience on this map, trying to harass him. I'm like very confident because I'm ahead in levels. I see that his DK is on level 1, so I can fight him. You see, with Griffins, you also can creep faster. That's very good, so make sure that you do that. All right. I kill those Fiends, you see. I will use the tanks to make some pressure, to get more space on the map. Tanks are good to make sure that you get a lot of map control, right? Because if you drop some tanks behind here, you can creep this and that because he needs to defend it sometimes. If he doesn't have like 80 ghouls. But most of the time they don't have so many. You see he has Abos, so I have Griffins. He will go for Banshees, as you see here. But I have the perfect army. Spare Breakers, Griffins, and Knights. And I can also make sure that those Knights will be staffed. Or I will invest them to kill now those Fiends, and they will be sacrificed. So he can't get them. You see that drop here? I don't think it's so strong in this time. But you see, we will fight now for this last mercenary creep camp. I think he went for... he's going for a lot of Banshees. I'm making a drop here. What's my biggest mistake here was I have a lot of upgrades on my... You see 3-3 on my melee units, but no attack upgrade. If you got 2-0 on tanks, you will most of the time kill the expansion of your opponent. 2-0 is a good timing to have when you drop those tanks here. All right? So I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I'm getting some... I really forgot animal war training. That was pretty bad. But it happens, and, well, I made the right units. You see, a good moment to rush in now. I try to get the statues, so make sure your Griffins focus the statues at first, because they do a lot of damage and extra damage on those guys. And if they're not alive anymore, he has no heal for mana or for HP. All right? Now I'm killing one statue and one fiend. That's a good trade for not getting killed anything. Now I get some gyros to kill those destroyer or one destroyer. Not too many, but some. I could also gone for hawks, but I felt like no, I wanna go for some gyros and then go for the upgrade so they can also attack ground units. I'm rushing here. He's TPing. I'm getting one fiend. I have high level heroes, so I want to make sure that this expansion keeps going. I will try to be aware if he's wanna go also for an expansion. So those kind of things you need to be aware of. After you went for an early game and you counter push, make sure you get good creeps, high level, and the right composition. In this case, one Sanctum, one Griffin Aviary, 2 Workshop, 1 Barrack. Alright, so that's one way to play it. Get those schools. I got 3-1 and 3-3. A lot of upgrades, to be honest. I mean, I think I upgraded everything in this match. I grabbed this to get level 4 MK. I make sure that he won't go for an expansion. And now I'm like, alright, go for this. I will go for your expansion, right? And I think he has no TP, right? Has he? No, he has no TP. So now I'm like, okay, I'm killing this. And now I'm killing everything here. And this is a huge thing. He loses his expansion and has no income anymore. I'm TPing right now. And now we're gonna go for the last fight. In the last fight, make sure Griffins go for Benjis, for statues. Make sure that you have the clap going on in the whole army. He gets a fight right now he doesn't want to take, right? That's a really bad fight and position for him. GG. That's it. That's a way to play against Lich. I'm also trying to improve in this matchup and against Lich. It's not my best matchup, but I try to find a way to get a good early game. And when you got a good early game against Lich, that's key. See you next time. Bye-bye. Have a good evening. And thank you for watching. And make sure that you leave a comment below. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.